One of my all-time favorite Star Wars movies is Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I can just remember it so vividly when I went to go ahead and see this movie in theaters back in 2005. And one of the biggest questions that I always had is exactly why did Palpatine run away from Yoda at the very end of Revenge of the Sith? This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, this is a big question that a lot of you guys have been asking me recently about Yoda and Palpatine in Palpatine's office and exactly why Darth Sidious tried to run away from Grand Master Yoda in Revenge of the Sith. Now, before I get to the subject, I will say that this is one of my favorite lightsaber duels out of all the Star Wars movies. The music, the action, and everything was just so very well done. The choreography was just dead on. It was so action-packed, the music just went along with everything. But anyways, I wanted to go over exactly why Darth Sidious ran away from Yoda, or so we actually thought. Now, in Episode 3, this is a big question for sure, is exactly why did Darth Sidious try to retreat away from the Grand Master himself? Now, there's a real reason to all of this that you guys may or may not have actually learned about, but the tactical and calculated retreat, when Yoda actually force-pushed Sidious, he had a moment of realizing the power of the Grand Master. Sidious was caught up in a moment of his triumph. When Sidious runs, he is looking for a location more suited to his skill set, not to actually run away from the Grand Master. So that is one thing to point out here is that, well, the main assumption is that when Sidious tries to run away through that door, alright, and Yoda actually uses the famous line, you know, if so powerful you are, why leave? And then that's when they have the little talk back and forth about Darth Vader and how he will become more stronger than either of us. The real reason as to why Palpatine was trying to run away from Yoda was not to actually get away, but was to actually lure Yoda into a spot within Palpatine's quarters that would have actually served his own skill set. Now, in case you guys did not know, Yoda is a master of Ataru, an aggressive and acrobatic lightsaber fighting style. Yoda's style would be harder to combat against in a more enclosed environment, such as in Sidious's office. So it's a very interesting topic to bring up that I think a lot of Star Wars fans out there really should know, and it really does change your way of looking at Revenge of the Sith now, right? In case you guys didn't know about this, you may very well look at this scene in a totally different way, where Palpatine is not running away from Yoda, he's actually running away from Yoda because he knows that he uses the Ataru skill set, which is very aggressive when it comes to lightsaber fighting. So, with that being all done and said, the whole entire lightsaber scene between both Palpatine and Yoda, like I said, it's a very, very well done sequence when it comes to the choreography and the mind games between both Yoda and Palpatine. Eventually, Palpatine does indeed win the duel in some way, shape, or form, of course, it's a big debate. But this is the moment in which Palpatine wins and he is able to take over the entire galaxy with his new empire and his new apprentice Darth Vader, who was previously Anakin Skywalker. Now, the reason as to why I love Revenge of the Sith so much is it's almost like a game of cat and mouse here. You know, everybody's trying to figure out exactly who is who and what's going on in the background. And that, I think, is one thing that is so great about Revenge of the Sith. It's almost like a political thriller meets sci-fi, meets soap opera. I mean, I just love it. It's just perfect. And I hope that they do a movie like this in the future when it comes to maybe even the Game of Thrones creators. Maybe they'll do something like that based in the Old Republic. But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.